I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This topic comes from my 30+ years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Watch, learn, and apply it. You'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. And call me at 626-309-9141 with any questions. Now explode your business with...
Guys, hello and welcome again to my Tuesday training call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight sales and top freight broker expert here in Southern California.
Today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And if you have any questions today, any questions regardless of what it is, or specifically, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141.
Today's training topic is how you get attention brokering freight. How you get attention brokering freight. For those of you that have come to my call today and you got my invite, just scroll down to the bottom and print out, if you haven't yet, print out those free attachments that I gave you. Those attachments pertain to my call topic today. If you are on my call, you got on here somehow and you'd like to receive those free attachments that I give out every week, just go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, and on any page, upper right hand corner, just enter your contact details. That will get you on my list to be invited to my call every week. And that will also get you those free attachments that I just talked about that are right in front of me here. However, let's talk about my training topic today, which is how you get attention brokering freight. How you get attention brokering freight. You may be looking at me or wondering, attention? I have to get attention brokering freight? You absolutely have to get attention. You have to get attention from the shipping decision maker market. You've got to get the attention of those individuals that you are going to deal with and also move their freight. Now, if I go back to my title, I'm not going to talk about how you get attention today. I'm more going to talk about why you get attention. Why do you have to get attention brokering freight? Well, the main reason why you have to get attention brokering freight is so you can survive in the profession, so you can survive in the profession. Attention, getting attention from the marketplace, the shipping decision maker marketplace is vital to your survival. You won't survive without getting the attention of shipping decision makers when you email them, when you call them, when you're on their list. You've got to get their attention so you can, in fact, move their freight. Why are you on my call today? Why are you watching this video today? Well, you're on there because I got your attention. I sent you an email, you responded to that email, and you actually dialed some numbers to get on my call to see what I actually had to say today. That's an example of me getting your attention. Not only getting your attention, but getting you to act in the process. That's why you got on my call today, because I got your attention. If you don't have attention, you won't survive. I mean, that's just the way it is. You won't survive. As I said earlier, attention is your lifeline. Why do most individuals not want attention? I mean, deep down, we don't want attention, especially to build our business. Well, we don't want it because if you're going to reach out to the marketplace to get attention, criticism is going to follow. Now, is it going to follow right away? No, but the more attention you get, the more criticism you're going to get. Let me give you an example. This is outside our profession. Movie stars. They get a lot of attention, but think about it. Why do they appear on the National Enquirer? Because that goes along with attention. Criticism comes along or goes along with getting attention. CEOs, how many CEOs are criticized because of the decisions that they make? They're well compensated for the profession that they have, but along with that comes a tremendous amount of criticism. President of the United States, whether he's this party or that party, regardless of that, he always gets criticism. That's what happens when we get attention, and I am no different. Because of the situation that I'm in, because of where I'm at, I get criticized every single day. If it's not by shipping decision makers that I call and make contact with that tell me to go away, or they give me all those objections that are on my objection sheet in my Freight Sales Success Guide, if it's not that, it's individuals that I'm reaching out to let them know that I provide top-notch freight broker and freight sales, freight agent training. A lot of them, they get on my contact list after a couple of emails, they unsubscribe, they give me a curt reason why they unsubscribe. That is part of me getting criticized. But here's the thing, if you're going to be successful in this profession, you've got to get attention, and in the process, no doubt about it, you will be criticized for the things that you do, for the actions that you take, the things that you say, no doubt about it. So attention grabbing, let's get into this attention grabbing, this idea of getting attention and why you've got to have it. Attention grabbing. You may think to yourself, I'm too shy. I'm too shy to get attention. Well, you better break that cycle in those words, because as I said earlier, you've got to have attention if you're going to survive. Attention is your lifeline. Let me give you an example. Kim Kardashian. She's become a household name. Why? Because she's willing to go out and get attention. Not only that, but she's willing to bring her family into it. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I do not watch her show. I do not watch it. I've never watched it. But you see her in advertisements. You see the clips of her shows. Why? It's to get attention, so you watch. I mean, that's just another great example. That reminds me of something I'm being told continually, or I get told continually every day by my freight agents and my freight brokers. They say, Ted, I don't want attention. I don't want attention. I want to fly under the radar so no one knows what I'm doing. Well, if you fly under the radar, guys, no one will know what you're doing, and if nobody knows what you're doing, they're not going to give you attention. They're not going to say, hey, here's my freight list, and move my freight loads. That won't get you anywhere, as I keep saying. If you don't have attention, it just won't get you anywhere. It's true that with attention, as I said earlier, comes criticism, and that's what we all fear. We don't want to be criticized for what we do. Also, along with that, it comes judgment. People are going to judge you for what you do. And when I say attention, attention comprises many different areas. You may attempt to get customers, prospects and customers on social media. I mean, three main ones: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I mean, you're going to get criticized for the attention that you get there. So not only is criticism going to come, judgment is going to come. People are going to judge you, and many other and positive things are going to come with that. But unfortunately, we focus on the negative, don't we? We don't want that negative criticism that comes with attention, and that's going to cause you discomfort if and only you allow it to. But you can't fly under the radar, plain and simple. You can't be successful in this profession or any business and just fly under the radar, just thinking, hey, I'm going to fly under the radar and still provide my service, because the two go hand in hand. Especially as a freight broker, guys, with huge aspirations, you won't ever make it if you don't get attention. Laying low to avoid attention or criticism flat out means that you're holding yourself back to a humongous degree, guys. Don't let fear of being attacked keep you from going for it as you're brokering freight. And why not? Hey, let me give you a few examples again of why and how I'm criticized, or I've been criticized in the past, just for first of all growing up and aspiring to be a successful business owner. Here's a few examples, guys. Growing up, I was picked on continually. Picked on, even beaten up sometimes, or certainly attempted to be beaten up, just because I was energetic and outgoing. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't want to get too detailed, but yeah, I was picked on a lot growing up because I was energetic and outgoing. Okay, I was recently criticized just by another freight agent in our company. Why? Just because this is a gentleman that has raised his output over the past couple of years, and he's made his way to the top of our company, but I haven't said anything to him. Basically, he sent me an email one afternoon saying, hey, this is me. Remember me? When I first attempted to get a hold of you, you weren't too open to me, but I was, and now I'm at the top. If you ever want any of my help, let me know. I mean, that's criticism. That's outward criticism. Okay. Another example, I've been called a scammer by other individuals that are in the so-called freight broker and freight training, this market niche that we do. I've been called a scammer. Why? Because I'm taking attention away from those that are already in it. Okay. And they feel, why do they do it? Because they feel that I'm taking attention away from them. So what do they have to do? Well, they have to get off their butts and get that attention back. Not only that, but there's more than enough individuals out here in this market that are looking for great freight broker training. It's just that after a while, just like in our freight broker business, we get comfortable and then we start coasting. It's only when we start coasting that individuals come in and they start working their way into our market. I mean, that's just another example. Moving on to second page there. Let me give you an example of how you will get criticized in this profession. In my Freight Sales Success Guide, there is a page called Objections, Freight Sales Objections that you're going to receive from shipping decision makers. This is all part of the criticism that you're going to get as a beginning or an experienced freight broker agent. You're going to get these objections like, things are real slow right now. Right now, there's a tremendous demand for trucks. Why? Because there's more freight out there than there are trucks. Okay, this typically happens in November, December, January. If freight decision makers are telling you that things are slow right now, believe me, things are not slow. They're just attempting to get you off the phone, and really that's a form of criticism. Why? But why are they doing it? You're obviously not saying things that they want to hear. But those are ways that you will be criticized, okay, in your attempt to get their attention. In that same document, I list 10 different objections, 10 common objections that you're going to get as you make contact with shipping decision makers that don't know you. Just be aware it's going to happen. What's your response to those? Hey, whenever you have, and what I mean is, what's your response to the objections that you get, those 10 main ones? Your response is, hey, whenever you have to look for another truck, Do you keep your options open to additional carriers? Nine times out of 10, they will say, yeah, I do keep my options open. That's when you say, what's your email address so I can send you my info? That's a way of you receiving criticism, but that's how you overcome the criticism. Always remember, guys, always remember, weak and overwhelmed people and individuals, other individuals and your competitors or those in their successful comfort zone, they're going to respond to you as you go after attention. They're going to respond to you by attacking you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Let me just give you a couple examples of how you may get attacked. And this may be how you reach out on social media, some of the things you do. If 10% of people don't complain that your price is too high, all right, it's set too low. That's just one example. Another example, guys, if 10% of people aren't following you because they dislike you, you don't have enough followers on social media. That's just the way it is. Haters are an indication, criticizers are an indication that you are on the right track. Let me say that again. If individuals are criticizing you in your attempt to reach out and get attention, you're on the right track. If you don't have haters and criticizers, you're doing very little to expand your reach in the marketplace. If you don't have haters and criticizers, guys, you're still flying under the radar. And flying under the radar is definitely where you cannot be if you're going to survive as a freight broker or a freight agent. Don't fly under the radar, guys. Launch yourself into orbit. Let me say that again. Do not fly under the radar. Launch yourself into orbit. How do you do that? You do it by reaching out on social media. You do that by this instrument here. This will get you there faster. Either way, launch yourself into orbit and don't be afraid to do it, because in the process, you're going to have people hang up on you. You're going to have people telling you that you're crazy. You won't get anywhere. It's up to you to continue moving forward. Get all the attention you can and the criticism that comes along with it, and be so busy that your haters and your criticizers, they end up turning into admirers because they see that you've made it through that. And we all have to go through that. We all have to go through that process, that initial process, and that continuing process where people, individuals, competitors, they just won't like us. They won't like us because of the exposure we're getting, and they certainly won't like us because they see our business growing and growing. Great topic today, guys. Again, how and why you get attention brokering freight. Thanks for joining me today again on my Tuesday training call. Pleasure having you. Very touchy subject. It's a subject that very few people understand, because they don't understand it because they keep themselves back from growing because they foresee that criticism, but you won't get anywhere if you don't go through that criticism, and you absolutely won't go through it. You won't become successful if you don't have people attempting to knock you down or telling you that they hate you. Thanks for joining me today on my Tuesday training call, guys. Pleasure having you. Let's do it all again next week at the same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Any questions about today's call, feel free to give me a holler. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great having you. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week on my Tuesday training call. Bye-bye.
When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store today, you'll see a host of products available there for purchase. First one you'll see available is my flagship product. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you're searching for that daily motivation to set goals, to achieve them, to pick up the phone daily and connect and build relationships with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. And if you're searching for those specific skills, and there are many skills, many individual skills required to be successful in this profession, then opt for my Freight Sales Success skill. I highly recommend each one of these products, available for purchase today in my Freight Sales Success store. Do you have any questions again? Do you have any questions about today's call? Or more importantly, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topic for today. Take these skills, apply them. You'll be amazed at what happens to your results.